Episode 5, The Year I Got Skinny. You guys, my besties out there in internet land, we are going to need to find somebody, okay? His name is Thomas. He's from Germany, and he hiked the Pacific Crest Trail in June of 2017. He went through Kennedy Meadows near the Golden Trout Wilderness in June of 2017, and I'm going to tell you why we need to find him, okay? Okay. Already sniffling. I didn't bring Kleenex. How am I going to get through this? Let's all take this moment to remember how powerful our words can be. Even simple things that we might say to a stranger, how that might impact their path. And I've wondered if it was even ever possible that I could meet Thomas again. And wouldn't it be amazing? Wouldn't that be amazing? Okay, and so here we go. At the time I met Thomas, I weighed about 265 pounds, as you know, from this series, The Year That I Got Skinny. It was such a deep heart desire of mine to hike, and I had injured my knee. That led me to be approved for bariatric surgery because I didn't know how else I'd get out to hike. You know, with that knee injury, how was I going to get out? How was I going to lose the weight? And so I went into the bariatric surgeon's office, was getting approved. I never had the surgery. Okay, never had it. But I was in that, I was very hopeful about it at this stage, and I was taking my kids to the trailheads, out and about, and we decided to go to Kennedy Meadows, which is just east of our home in the Giant Sequoia National Monument. And it is a location where the Pacific Crest Trail hikers stop over and resupply. And so on the Pacific Crest Trail, which is a 2,000-mile trail from Mexico to Canada that takes months to complete, and it is a very big thing to be a through hiker, to go from one end to the other continuously. And Thomas was a through hiker in June of 2017. And so he would have been a through hiker all season that year, probably at least 3 months. And we met him around June 20th of 2017 in Kennedy Meadows. And we were what is called a trail angel. And I'm just crying because who was an angel for who? Okay, I mean, not to be trite, but so a trail angel is someone who's not hiking, but maybe assisting you in some way. And we drove Thomas from the Kennedy Meadows General Store to the trailhead so he could get back onto the hike. And we had been camping, and our car was just packed with all the camping gear. And so my kids just got stuffed in the back seats with all the gear. And there was enough room for Thomas and his bag, all stuffed in the front seat of our Acura MDX. And we drove him to the trailhead. And as we drove just, a mile and a half or something like that, it was just a few minutes. We spent about 10 minutes with Thomas. And in that time, he said, well, have you hiked the PCT? And I said, well, oh, no. I mean, frankly, I was at 265 pounds. I wasn't hiking much of anything. Y'all know I was out limping and all this stuff, okay? Like, no. But my 15-year-old, he really wants to hike it. And so, but he's 15. Maybe when he's 18, he'll be able to hike it. And Thomas said, but no, there's families who go out and hike the PCT. Go out as a family. And I'm there driving, and I look across at Thomas like, Thomas, maybe you haven't noticed. I'm not exactly ready to go out on the PCT. Look at me. Look at me. Okay? So I'm 265, right? And I'm limping. Look at me. And he looked at me. And he said, Amanda, the trail will train you for the trail. And he said it in such a way that just lacked judgment, that was just so a matter of fact and so inclusive. You know what I mean? Like, why is it that you would even ever think that you can't be out there? That you shouldn't be out there? Why would you ever think that? The trail will train you for the trail. And I've thought of those words and Thomas so many times in these years, and just appreciate, all the ways we engage with people. And some of those ways can be, patronizing. I mean, some can be, shaming. Even some people with good intentions can be a little patronizing, you know what I mean? And his was just so welcoming and non-judgmental, and just, why wouldn't you do that thing? Of course you can do it. And I mean, I kept that, kept it right in my pocket, right in my heart. And it was the fuel, and it would end up being fuel that I would be needing very soon, because a big old bombshell dropped on my story just after I met Thomas that was potentially so soul-crushing to me, but in fact, it is what led me here. And so, how are we going to find Thomas, you guys? I figure he would have had a permit. Okay, but are the permits, do they even still exist? This was in 2017. It's Thomas from Germany. How many Thomases might there be in Germany? Okay, I know. Maybe he was in his 20s. I mean, it just makes sense. He was like younger. That's all I know. Like in my mind, I'm older. He's younger. So I'm thinking 20s. That is what most younger people on the PCT are, in their 20s. So we have a 20-something-year-old. He's probably in his 30s now. And his name is Thomas. And he's from Germany. Okay. But maybe there were other hikers with him there who remember, like, oh yeah, I remember Thomas. And I kept in touch with Thomas. And they'll see this video. Maybe. Okay. So we need all PCT through hikers from 2017 to watch this. Oh my goodness. Okay. I need to take a break. Okay, so we are moving on to episode 6, where I will discuss the point that my soul was crushed. Crushed. Yet I'm here. Okay.